In this demonstration, I will show you the equipment management of our rental solution. The equipment management is the beginning of the process of the entire flow. Equipment and objects can be created based on a production order or on a purchase order, and when they receive a serial number, the business object will be created. This business object can be present in inventory and possibly is a fixed asset as well. Fixed asset is optionally because sometimes the business object will be sold. But if it's owned by us as a company, then it will be a fixed asset and depreciation can be done. The business object has different status or different type possibilities. For sure, we can rent it, then it's a rental object. We can also sub-rent it, maybe from a supplier if we are out of stock of our objects, and we can sell it to the customer if he likes the object and we sell it through. Now, objects need to be maintained, and we do that based on a work order. It can be a corrective work order or a preventive work order. Work order will be planned. On the work order, you can see the different checklists, spares needed, maybe skills, and then the work order is finished. So I will show you in the following demonstration. And for equipment, we start in our business object screen. Here you see the list of all the equipment that we have. As an example, I used a generator. And if you take a look at this generator, for instance, you see that there's a fixed asset attached to it. It's based on an item number. That item number is kind of a grouping code. And you see, of course, there can be a picture as well. The item and the business object is connected to a rental type, and that rental type makes sure that you have the correct prices and things like that when you put the object on rent. Also, there's more information like the depot, where it's stored, and maybe a current address. The equipment is also maintained. We do that via the maintenance, and there we created maintenance plan for the equipment. We have two types of maintenance. One time-based, so for instance once every reoccurrence, and the other one could be a reoccurrence one based on a counter value. So in this case, every 500 hours the equipment needs to be maintained. These result in work orders of the equipment. That's what you will see here on my business object. Work orders, and then all work orders, and then you see all the different work orders. Work orders can be used for preventive maintenance, as you see here, but also maybe for logistic and warehouse transport. That is optional, but then you can assign picking lists to people to via work order, and then they can post time. Otherwise, you just leave it as preventive maintenance. If we then go back to the business object screen, you will see that more information can be stored. For instance, the warranty dates, but there's also a section that's here called dynamic properties. And if I hit edit, then you see many different specifications and properties that can be used on my equipment. That can be related to the business object itself, but also to the rental type and items. These equipment specifications can be used later to figure out what is the best available object for you when you do a rental order, which I will show in a different video. But then you can filter on these specifications, and of course, if you have a generator which is 100 kVH, of course a 200 kVH generator will also survive. If the customer wants a 101, it is not available, then we can move to the 201. This was the end of this video.